Hello, it is Sunday, April 23rd, 2023. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Sunday puzzle today, which means it should be roughly a midweek difficulty puzzle, but an extra large grid, and there will be a theme, of course. And I hope this is not as much of a challenge as yesterday's puzzle was. That was a very tricky Saturday grid. Although, that said, the Sunday puzzle generally takes me longer anyway, just because there's more to fill. In any case, this large and hopefully not too brutally difficult edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Tom Nemchek, Alan Blunder, Mitchell Turek, and, as always, the invaluable Timothy Mark and the indomitable Showmaster. So thank you so much to the 5 of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support in sustaining this channel. I really do appreciate it. It keeps the whole thing going. And if you would like to help keep this channel going as well, you can head over to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the link in the description field underneath the video. There you can become a benefactor and get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug, or of course you can become a patron at any level and get access to all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week. Thank you if you have done that. I really do appreciate it. And you can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server. There's a link in the description field to that. Nice friendly chat community, and please do subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not gotten around to that. Maybe enable those notifications as well, as people always say to do. And consider telling a friend if you think you know someone who might enjoy this channel. All right, let's get on to today's crossword. This is a collaboration between Katie Hale, who's constructed around half a dozen puzzles, and Scott Hogan, whose second puzzle this is, I believe. It's entitled Punctuation Matters, or Punctuation Matters. I don't know if matters is a verb or a noun in this case. In other words, is it matters concerning punctuation, or is it emphasizing the centrality of punctuation? Probably both. In any case, it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts, and let's start solving. With frequency, oft, maybe, as in often. Let's check the downs. Brightly colored food fish. I think opa is a fish, but there might be other options here. Let's check the crosses. Court entrance. Court entrance. I wonder if it's a prefix to the word court. I don't know. I'm probably going to delete this. Oops. Let's check the others. Make goo-goo eyes is to flirt with somebody, perhaps. And earth could be terra, maybe? Not sure. Could also mean earth as in soil, maybe, and is looking for something else. Oh, court entrance, a plea. You enter a plea in a court case. Right, okay, that looks correct to me. So maybe this is opa. So what is this? Instrument anyone can play. Air guitar. Anyone can play air guitar, fair enough. So yeah, I'll put this, although this looks strange. W4 collector for short. No, it is correct. W4 in the United States is a tax-related form, and so it might be collected by an HR rep, a human resources representative, if you work at a company with those. All right, Men in Black role. Agent, right, they had letters. Agent, who are the Men in Black people? Agent K and J? I don't remember exactly. I think they were J and K. I think they were adjacent on the alphabet. Let's keep looking around. Word that can be represented by a number. 10? I mean, 2? I don't think that's right. It seems too straightforward. Don't think that's the answer. Braided buns could be updos, maybe. Hairdos, if you put your hair up into buns. A word that can be represented by a number. Sorry, I don't know why I'm not seeing what this is. Oh, maybe it's 2, as in, too legit to quit or something, using the numeral 2, the Arabic numeral 2. Maybe that's what that's getting at. It probably is. Water down, say. Hose, maybe you hose down, I don't know, plants or whatever. I can't get past this, although you wouldn't say water down plants, you'd just say water plants, so this would be hosing down maybe a car. Anyway, I can't get past this witness box. Oh, so this is court-related, probably unrelated to plea because this isn't italicized, and this clue is, so presumably it's thematic. And the name of the crossword is Punctuation Matters, so I wonder if there's something in this clue where if there were more punctuation in it, it would read differently. Like if you said, I can't get past this witness period box, and you were going to fight somebody to get past. I don't think that's how to read this. I'm just giving an example of what I mean. Stand here. Let's see. R&B's LaBelle. Not sure. Is it Patti LaBelle? I've heard of Patti LaBelle. I don't really know what they do. Sorry. So that's why I'm not sure if it's the answer. Title of respect. Shri, maybe? Let's see if that works. Little disagreement. A spat. Meaty sauce could be a ragu in Italian cuisine. This does look like Patti, doesn't it? Stand over. I'm over it. Or he stood over the space. He. Again? I did it over. I did it again. I did it once more. There we go. You have to just think of all the different ways you can use these words sometimes. Especially when the definition is just a single word, because it could really be any possible sense of that word. Amped up, amped up slangily is turnt. That's a current phrase, current slang phrase to be kind of energized, amped up. Window treatment could be a tint, to get tinted windows, to let in less light. And water down, say, oh right, I saw this already. Did I see this already? No, we had two different water downs. So what was the other one? It was a hose, and this could be something else. Thin, as in you could thin out maybe some whiskey or something, water it down. Stand. Not really seeing what this means. Stand. Hint. So taking the stand, the witness box, the stand, hint. Oh, I can't get past this witness box? Hint to help me get past it? That seems strange. Is this definitely hose? It seems like it would have to be, wouldn't it? Watch out for that bully. Could be something like, watch out for that, comma, bully. This is probably a K. If it is K or J, it's probably a K, but there probably are other agents, and maybe those aren't even the ones that I'm trying to think of. I don't know. Deborah of the Innocents, 1961. Deborah Eden, is that correct? I'm not sure. Certain link. And? Is it a verbal link? Purpose. Aim, maybe. Oh, M looks strange here, though, doesn't it? End. Your purpose, your end. The means justify the ends. That looks reasonable, these letter combinations. Part of MIT, yes, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. And permits could be allows, maybe? Stand in the way, almost. Stand H in the way? Oh, are witness boxes numbered like that? Is that what this is? I can't get past this witness box. Stand H in the way. Okay, so what does the punctuation have to do with that, if that's the proper reading? I'm not sure. Find hilarious. To roar at, maybe? Singer Rita. Rita Ora is a singer? Well, that's awesome. Oh, yay? I don't know. Rank for Porthos of the Three Musketeers. I don't know. What rank was he? I haven't a clue. There's a new Three Musketeers film that is out or is coming out soon, a French film. I might see. Let's see. Then I would know the answer to this if I'd already seen it. Korean word for cooked rice. I'm not sure. Polynesian love. I'm not making any progress, am I here? Oh, now I understand the significance of the troupe's performance in Hamlet. It's quite a long clue. Stilmatic rappers that nos. Oh, Baron. Oh, I bet he was a Baron, Porthos of the Three Musketeers. Well, that's awesome. Oh, so maybe it is oh yay. Aloha, Polynesian love. Okay, fair enough. Korean word for is it bop? I was wondering if it was maybe bop from bibimbap. Oh, plays the thing. The plays because there's that line in Hamlet. The plays the thing by which I'll catch the conscience of the king. I might be slightly misquoting that. So oh, no. This is stands in the way. Right, I see. It's not punctuation in the clue we're imagining. It's adding punctuation to a common phrase in the answer to turn it into a proper translation of the clue. So stands in the way is obviously a phrase. You could say, oh well, she stands in the way of my ends, of my goals, purposes. And but here we're putting an apostrophe. We're making it we're contracting stand is in the way to say, I can't get past this witness box, stands in the way. All right, there we go. So watered down say, so I don't know what that is, soap or something? I don't know. Maybe this isn't two, but agent was good, so we'll leave that for now. Anyway, plays, plays it's safe, play is it's safe. I'm trying to think what a phrase would be that, I don't know, just not sure. Rainbow-esque, bright or colorful, rainbow-esque. Talk smack about, something on somebody. Like many burns, paradoxically, cold burns, as in sort of hypothermic burns, maybe? Not sure if that's right. Taxing times, April's, because that's the month in which federal income tax is due in the United States. Speak in Spanish. Habla. It's an habla español. Consults, asks, you consult somebody, you ask them for advice. High grade. Could be high grade as in an incline, but it could also be high grade as in marks in school. Oh, A plus maybe? Talk smack about. Hate on somebody? Oh, plays a trick. Ah, right. Okay. Yes, there we go. So I was thinking of the proper scene, I suppose, in Hamlet, or the proper observation. The plays the thing, and the thing it is a trick. So plays a trick is obviously a phrase. Someone, executes a ruse, or in this case, we add the apostrophe to make the play to suggest that the play is a trick. All right, touches up a tattoo, re-inks it. Diligence is the mother of good luck. Benjamin Franklin. That's a good one. Something you shouldn't pass on. Shouldn't pass on a blind. Maybe something you shouldn't pass on, as in something you shouldn't give somebody. Oh, right. So this does look like cold burns now, doesn't it? Rainbow-esque. Oh, arced, right? As in the arc of a rainbow. And accidental subject of certain snapshots. Not sure. Oviform is to egg, as pyriform is to fire or something. Or is it? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Maybe there's another pirate thing here, probably. Not sure. Application, the use of something, the application of it. Father of in Arabic is ibn. Let's see if we can confirm or deny this. Relative of I weirdly combined lime and mint momentarily in my mind. Lime and mint. A relative of lime and mint. Basil. What else? I think lots and lots. Parsley. I think lots of similar herbs are actually part of the mint family. Lime and mint. Oh, maybe it's a green shade, though, in this case. Yeah, and why would lime be part of the same thing as mint and basil and everything? I don't know. I was just thinking of the mint part. Anyway, lime, yeah, I'm not sure. TikTok persona typified by floppy hair and grunge clothing. I'm not the person to ask. TikTok persona, boy, I don't know. Stratagem. Well, that could be a ruse. Speaking of ruse, I mentioned earlier, maybe this isn't Ibn. Bin. Maybe not. Probably on the completely wrong track with that. Stratagem could be a ruse, so father of. And gave medicine. Dosed. Yes, okay, good. This is looking better. Relative of lime and mint. I don't know. I still am not sure if it's looking for a color or a plant. Watch out for that bully. So this is probably there's probably an apostrophe S that is going here, essentially. And then, okay, what am I looking for? Where artwork is often hung. Gallery, museum, exhibition, what? March on, so to speak. Ensue, time marches on, we will march on. Oh, or you could march on something on the ground. Or you could march on as in you could sort of storm a, fortification or something. Gentle roasts. Boy, I'm just not seeing these, am I? All right, let's keep going. Bamboozle. To con or to take or to... oh, goodness. Passage straight from the heart to your aorta. Family name synonymous with wealth in early America. Oh, is it the Astors? For which Astoria in New York is named. Something you shouldn't pass on. Or something you shouldn't pass on. Accidental subject of certain snapshots. Why is subject in quotation marks like that? I don't know. Hiker's snack, perhaps. And away from home, you're at... I don't know, maybe your word is wrong. It seems... I like it, though. I don't know. Everyone dislikes autumn now. Falls... falls off the radar or something like that. Falls off... something like that, as in something falls off of the public consciousness, but then here, if we're saying fall is off, maybe. I don't know. Falls out of fashion? Falls out, that seems so close. Favor, falls out of favor. There we go, okay. Just had to keep hammering on that idea. It was the right one, eventually. Oh, pyriform is, oviform is egg-shaped, whereas pyriform is pear-shaped. There we go. Okay. A lens cap. it could be, I see, you haven't taken the lens cap off your camera, and it becomes the subject, the accidental subject of the snapshot. It might be a stretch limousine. Lead into air or Atlantic, mid-air or mid-Atlantic. Mid-Atlantic accent, sort of Cary Grant kind of manner of speech. A chum, a mate. Bamboozle is sham, maybe. And went way up is sword. Here we go. This has been a very helpful bit of solving. Lemon. Well, now, of course, I said that immediately, stopped being able to solve anything. Self-aware. Lemon. Scam. Lemon curd. There we go. Bamboozle, scam. To bamboozle somebody is to scam them. Yes, that's better. I was thinking maybe a sham is a bamboozle, but that doesn't really work. It's sort of a bamboozling, I guess you could say. All right, so this works much better. Euphemistic term for love. Not sure what that's about. Requires smelling salts, say. Is to swoon. You need smelling salts to recover your senses. The L word, euphemistic term for love. There we go. By the book is lawful. Actor Willem Dafoe. Is he D-E-F-O-E or D-A-F-O-E? I think he might be A. Bert of Cowardly Lion fame. Yeah, I think this is Bert Lahr from The Wizard of Oz. School honcho could be a dean, member of the faculty. Name that becomes an adjective when Y is added, Earl, and becomes early. Swerve is to veer in a vehicle, for instance. Industrious animal in a classic fable. Is it a hen? I don't remember which fable this is. But it just looks like it might be hen because of the crosses. Steppenwolf authors Hermann Hesse, or Hesse maybe? But I think that's correct. Brandy container is a decanter, a flask, Brandy container. Not sure. Twisted dew. I assume this is referring to a hairdo. Perhaps another updo? Maybe not. I don't know. What about this? This looks interesting. Dracula has lived half a millennium. 500. He's 500. What phrase includes the word 500, or the phrase 500? Counts 500, Count Dracula. Bats 500. That'll be a baseball reference. So that would mean 500, you hit half of the pitches you swing at. That's probably not quite, it's probably incorrect in some way. But in any case, that's probably the phrase, as in batting 500, which would mean, 50-50 basically. But Dracula, the vampire bat, is 500 years of age. All right. They might have matching half-heart necklaces in brief. BFFs? Best friends forever, perhaps? Let's out. But it could be referring to romantic partners. I don't know. A word that can be represented by a number. Oh, 4. Yeah, here we go. This is exactly like that 2 up there. So 4, often, the word FOR often represented with the number 4 as well. Okay. Leslie of Gigi and Lily. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Let's out probably ends with an S. Gentle roasts. So I assume this means a ribbing of somebody, a sort of good-natured, light insulting, but I'm not. It could mean roasting in a culinary sense. I'm not sure. Start of a boast by Julius Caesar. Veni, as in Veni Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And where is artwork often hung? Site with 2. Big name in laptops. Acer is a big laptop manufacturer, possibly the official laptop manufacturer of the New York Times at this point. I think I've seen some commenters suggest that, and I don't think they're wrong. Gentle. Oh, it was neither of the meanings of roast that I supposed. It's roasted coffee. You could have a decaffeinated coffee, which would be gentle because it would have very little caffeine. Okay, well, what about this again? Oh, I didn't see this at all. Where to see party people out on the floor? Where to see party people out on the floor? And there's a question mark. So party people probably means political party people then. So a political convention, or, I don't know, maybe not. March on, so to speak. Oh, time marches on, time elapses. There we go. Oh, C-SPAN. This is a U.S. Cable network that I think it airs direct footage of the U.S. legislature, the houses of Congress. So you could see party people from political parties on the floor of Congress. There we go. Okay, I don't know which Leslie this is. Cabot? I don't know. Just sort of guessing names. Let's out. Fleas? That doesn't make sense. Freeze. There we go. You let a bird out of its cage. You free it. Okay. Still don't know who this is. Brandy container. I don't know, but we've got some bits up here that would be nice to clean up. So let's see if we can make any progress on that. What was this one? Oh, yeah. Okay. Something level. Artwork is often hung eye level. There we go. Yes, artwork is often hung at eye level for the ease of the viewer. Blank B, Oral B is a dental hygiene manufacturer, I guess. And cite with 2, you refer to something, you cite it. Certain link, and then watch out for that bully. Something around, someone is around. Oops. So is watered down soap? Seems strange, doesn't it? Oh, soak. Sorry, there we go. Deborah Kerr. Oh, right. Is this the adaptation of The Taming of the Shrew? No, not The Taming of the Shrew. The Turn of the Screw? Because I have seen that. I actually have seen this film, if that's what I'm thinking of. The Innocents, 1961. I think that's correct. I think it's an adaptation of The Turn of the Screw, and I have seen that film, if so. Anyway, a certain link is a URL, a uniform resource locator, which is a web address. And watch out for that bully. I don't know. Jerks around. Yeah, jerks around. There is a jerk around. Jerk is around this area, and jerks around, of course, is a phrase. All right, relative of jade green. Okay, it was a shade. It was a color. That I figured it must have had to have been. And TikTok persona typified by floppy hair and grunge clothing. E-boy, I guess? Electronic boy? I don't know. Father of Abu. Okay, that does look right to me, now that I finally see it in there. And away from home is a field. You're further afield, you're further away from home. That sounds right. Hiker's snack, perhaps. An oat bar, maybe? You could have a sort of granola bar kind of thing. Something you shouldn't pass on. Don't pass on a blind curve. I see. I didn't have this meaning of pass in my mind at all. This means pass someone in a vehicle. You shouldn't pass someone around a blind curve because that would be dangerous. Okay, a dud could be a flop, and then 2,000 drops pharmaceutically could be a liter. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So, yeah, interesting. Dud is a flop, and Lisa Loeb with the 1994 number one hit Stay, I Missed You. Rock veins could be loads, as in a load of ore. Really succeed is to top layer. Boots, tent, mosquito spread, e.g. Those sound like gear, actually. Oh, go places. To really succeed is to go places. And boots, tent, mosquito spray, etc. are camping gear or hiking gear, maybe. Scottish refusals are nays, N-A-E-S. And one who's always on the phone, question mark, always on the phone. Not sure what the question mark is referring to there. But talk like Foghorn Leghorn is to drawl. So Foghorn Leghorn is the sort of southern rooster cartoon character with a thick southern drawl. Spaghetti strapped top informally is a camisole maybe. And actress Whitman of Parenthood, Mae Whitman, that's somebody. Ewan McGregor is an actor. Toy that may have a rope is a sled, I suppose, to tow it up the hill. I'm thinking of a grizzly, bears in mind. There we go. Finally, one of these I got immediately. So in other words, bear is in mind, at the top of my mind. And to bear, obviously, bears in mind is a phrase. I'm bearing bears in mind, you could say. One who's always on the phone. Not sure. Thanks, Captain Obvious is no duh, maybe. Very 90s kind of phrase to my memory. Come together is meld or mesh or merge. None of those is long enough. Fish of the future. What on earth? Fish of the future. Fascinating clue. Queen's one-time rock style. The excellent rock band Queen could be described as glam rock in some cases, which I guess is what it means by one time. Or maybe it just means Queen as a band is broken up. I'm not sure which it means by that. Yeah. I mean, Queen always had a sort of glam on stage persona, but their music didn't always fit into the kind of glam rock genre. So maybe that's what it means. I don't know. Something that might be put on plastic bags. Many frontline workers in brief, EMTs. Emergency medical technicians. And ready to play catch, say. Yeah, I'm thinking about this again. Queen didn't always really have a glam style, so I guess it does, even visually. So I guess because their early incarnations were basically heavy metal, really, and then later on, their live shows visually were a lot more stripped down. Anyway, ready to play catch, say. Go out or ready to play catch, say. Not sure. Unexpressed. Latent. You have latent abilities. They're unexpressed as of yet. And what may be put on plastic bags? A ban. Right. Right. Plastic bags are often banned in favor of paper bags or reusable bags. Careful, the shrub may have fingerprints on it. Plants. Evidence? Plant is evidence? Yep, there we go. Plant's evidence. And obviously, planting evidence is a phrase unto itself. One who's always on the phone. Oh, Siri, the Apple robot lady. Fish of the future. Oh, roe, I see. Fish eggs, roe. They will become fish if they have not been already used for a culinary purpose. Come together is meet up, maybe. Many a Mormon is a Utah, someone from Utah, because that's a very heavily Mormon state of the U.S. Picked is named, maybe. You picked somebody for a task. And here's another picked, is chose. Okay, those look plausible. Subject of a 2001 bankruptcy, that was the energy firm Enron. And a haven could be a den. Currency of the Philippines is the peso. And staple of Coen Brothers films, I would say dark humor would be a reasonable thing to consider a staple of Coen Brothers films. Crazy Cat is a classic American cartoon strip, very influential to many modern cartoonists. Composer Giuseppe Verdi, is a composer best known for opera. And then, oh right, and here we have one of his operas, Aida, Verdi opera. All right, Pops is something dad, your pops, your dad. Shape of a fox's pupil, a slit, maybe? Oh, soda pop, right, okay. I didn't grow up in a place where pop was used, so that didn't pop into my mind immediately. Where at is at. It could be in an email address, of course, most commonly these days. And not just a couple of something, could be some, maybe more than a couple. You can argue that that's valid. Trendy is hot right now, and ready to play catch, say, oh, gloved. You're wearing a catcher's glove, baseball glove, I guess. Passport requirement is a photo. Passports need a photograph. Closed captioner's machine is a steno, maybe? Stenographer machine? I don't know if this is correct. Let's put it in. Let's find out. Pooh's rhyming friend. Roo? Simply because Roo is another character from Winnie the Pooh and rhymes with Pooh. I guess that's probably what it means. Let's look elsewhere. Acknowledge wordlessly is to nod to something. And a tax ID is an SSN, a social security number. I finished this crossword. A good final theme clue for the puzzle. And what is it? Puzzles over? Yes, because to puzzle over something is a phrase. She puzzles over this grid. But the puzzle is over, almost. Disinfected, sterilized. Muppet Bear is Fozzie Bear from the Muppets. Immune system components are T cells. And yes, a brandy container is a snifter, right? You have a brandy glass. It's a sort of big, very squat, broad snifter. And then Leslie Caron, I hope that's correct. Portmanteau expressions popularized by Tyra Banks. I learned this from the crossword. Smizes, smile with your eyes. Which is interesting because in some cultures, in a lot of Europe, for instance, smiling is already considered more of an eye thing than a mouth thing. So I suppose this is a phrase that is sort of particular to North America because of the connotation of smiling with the mouth. Okay, give us a handicap as points is to spot, maybe? I'm not sure if that's right. Buck, who was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 2022. Oh, Buck O'Neill, I've heard of that, and that would be a name that would fit here reasonably. Local bond, informally, muni, a municipal bond, so it's a financial instrument. And then diurnal phenomena, tides. So twice a day, and then give us a handicap as point spot. Okay, my inference, I think, was right. So there we go. And in actual practice, this did not take much longer than yesterday's puzzle, despite being a considerably larger grid. It was only different by a minute or two, and I figure the amount of time I spend doing sort of commentary and things means there's always a bit of variance anyway. So really, this took about the same amount of time as yesterday's puzzle, despite I don't actually know how much larger it is in terms of number of cells, but I would wager maybe 50% bigger in total. I don't know. Anyway, it took the same amount of time, just about. And let's go over our theme. We had our punctuation matters, and you could read this, I suppose, either of the two ways that I referenced in the introduction to this video. It could be either matters of punctuation, things concerning punctuation, or it could be could be a statement of fact that punctuation matters. Punctuation is important. Either one of those would be a valid title for this puzzle, and I suspect both were intended. Oh, now I understand the significance of the troupe's performance in Hamlet. Plays a trick. The play is a trick. I can't get past this witness box. Stands in the way. The stand is in the way. Watch out for that bully. Jerks around. The jerk is around. Everyone dislikes autumn now. Falls out of favor. Fall is out of favor. It's so over. Dracula has lived half a millennium. Bat's 500. The bat is 500 years of age. I'm thinking of a grizzly. Bears in mind. Bears in my mind. Let's see. Careful, the shrub may have fingerprints on it. Plant's evidence. Plant is evidence. Watch out. And finally, I finished this crossword. Puzzle's over. The puzzle is over. And this video is over. And thank you so much for joining me for the full Sunday grid. This extra large jumbo Punctuation Matters puzzle. Really enjoyed that one. And despite, there even were some bits where I got stuck for a while, had to come back, try different things, and yet it still didn't take much longer than yesterday's puzzle. And that was that. Thank you for watching to the end. I'll be back tomorrow for the Monday crossword, which will be neither as long as this one nor as difficult as Saturday's puzzle. It will be very well, possibly the easiest puzzle of the week with a theme to get us going. And hope you join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Sunday. Take care.